is the answer to them.
Well, let's see, what else have we talked about? You mentioned X-Files. You did.
Did I?
You did. Talked about being up in Vancouver for X-Files.
Okay,
yeah. You did one episode.
One episode.
Yeah.
But the important thing about that episode, Howard Gordon, it was his first writing gig, and Howard, of course, went on to do 24 and Homeland, a lot of things. And you know, one of the secrets of working actors is that you have repeat business with people. So I was able to, you know, I appeared on X-Files twice actually. No, I mean 24 twice. I played the detective one year and then the entire season 7. So, and that was all because of, and then Rob, what's Rob's last name? He was the director of the X-Files. Anyway, it was his first gig as well. So,
do you have any favorite authors or directors that you prefer to work with?
yeah, all of the ones that hire me. As soon as they hire me, I go and say, man, hey, thank you. And it's a tough business, you know. And
it is.
I've been blessed. I don't go 2 months without working. And which is kind of the beauty of it, because I enjoy my downtime. And just as I'm getting in a hammock and getting settled and hummingbirds fly, I'll get a call, you know. And if it's good, I'll go in. But a lot of times they offer me things which is also good.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I have taken up half the time now, so I'm going to open things up to the audience.
Half the time? How long do we have?
Well, we got an hour, and we're halfway into it. So we'll
Time goes by.
It really does.
Like, wow.
The whole weekend is going to be gone like that.
Oh my God, it's already there. Yes.
50 minutes, Mike, 50 minutes, not an hour.
The whole thing is 50
Yes,
minutes?
50 minutes, yes,
50,
correct.
oh, 50,
Yes.
okay.
So yeah, right here in front.
You remember being on Babylon 5?
Call to Arms?
Yes, Babylon 5. Yeah, I loved doing that. And we did that 2-hour, you know, movie that led to, you know,
Crusade.
which didn't stick. But it was great. I mean, Joe was a big fan of Night of the Living Dead, and obviously that's why Patricia Tallman was in Babylon 5. It was great. I got to do a lot of these space opera shows. You know, I even did Andromeda with Kevin Sorbo, and call them, you know, and I'm missing something, but I've been behind a spaceship more than often. And I've never been there. I don't know why they think I know it so well. At least here on Earth.
I think producers get this idea in their head that
They
you know,
do.
once they see someone in science fiction.
Yeah, but I've been able to jump mediums.
Yeah.
A dear friend of mine, Stan Shaw, who's a great actor, did Boys and Company C. We did a movie together with, anyway, it's called Drive Me to Vegas and Mars. But he said, you know, in Hollywood, if you play a color well, if you do blue, and you do it well, then they always want you to play blue.
Yeah.
And it's hard to play green or brown or the other Sesame Street colors. Right? So you have to, that's one reason I go back and do theater, because it keeps you honest, and when you get good reviews, then, you know, people will send it to the people that need to hear about it, and it changes perspective. So that's been my secret to jumping mediums.
Nice. All right, right here.
If you want to brush up on your Klingon, there's a Klingon dictionary in the vendors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome, okay.
Yeah, Billy.
A film not enough people have
Hello.
ever seen. Hi there. Thank you so much for being here, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, please. If I had anything to do with it.
Yeah, you did. Who had something to do with it?
With your love for the theater and the fact you've been in one of the greatest movies most people haven't seen, what do you think that a stage version of The Man from Earth is something that would connect with people?
I do, and I think that I know that we're trying to get it made at one point. It wasn't something that I wanted to do because I thought I did it on film.
Very well.
Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, we shot that literally in 12 days consecutively. So one of the reasons it feels like theater is that each scene led to the next. This was in one location, 2 locations outside and interior, and it was a labor of love. Jerome Bixby, in case you don't know, we did Fantastic Voyage and a lot of the early Twilight Zone episodes and early Star Trek. It was a script he left behind when he passed away, and his son pulled it up, dusted it off, and we all did it as a homage to his early exploration in the sci-fi world. And if you look closely, my character, I play an anthropology professor, and I have a yo-yo that has Star Trek on it. As I'm going, because I had to cross the But that was wonderful. Thank you for mentioning that. There are films that stick in my heart, and then there are films that, you know, I won't say they were done for mortgages, but sometimes I learned early on that you're only as good as your weakest link. For example, I did a pretty dismal horror film called Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I went into it with the fullest of intentions because, oh man, I get to play this. Jekyll and Hyde is one of the
Great
most
source material, yeah.
great source material, and it's one of the most duplicated films in history. But it didn't end up well. But at least you know, the work is there.
Anyone else in the audience?
That's me.
We'll come back to you. You've already done one.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned where you're an avid reader as well. Are you a fan of H.P. Lovecraft? Would you ever consider doing one of his works?
Yeah, that has been mentioned. That's one of the things that Bernard Rose is interested in, the creator of Candyman. So yes, yeah. You know, in LA we have some old bookstores. The Iliad is one of them, where you walk in, there's a cat sleeping in the desk, and you smell the smell of books, you know, which is a lost art. It reminds me of Fergus Meredith in a great episode of The Twilight Zone, you know, what would happen.
Yeah.
And there's something about that magic. I remember, you know, I could spend, give me $5 and I'd spend 3 hours in a bookstore. Come out with classics like Freddie the Pig. You know.
Right here.
I'm a big fan of your work.
Thank you, sir.
You're a good man, you know that, right?
I don't know that, but I'll take your word for it. Today I am. I try.
When you working on when you did Candyman, how did you enjoy your time working in the Windy City, and especially working in that neighborhood where the film was shot, the Cabrini Green project? Yes, sir.
You know, as an actor, when you get that call to do a movie, it's like Christmas. You know, you won. You got selected. Chicago is one of my favorite cities on the planet. I'm a huge music guy, so I have tons of blues musicians as friends. Buddy Guy, who has his own club there. Cabrini Green was tough at that time because you had 5 different gangs controlling this one area. And we did a lot of research and talked to some of the residents, you know, and they had a public store where they were told they had to get their shopping done by 10 a.m. Otherwise it was no man's land. And one of the things, I didn't know it at the time, but I came to find out that there was some payoffs being made to the different gang factions and stuff. And then, unbeknownst to me and other actors, they actually had a SWAT team on the roof there for whatever reason that never happened. So there was multi-layers of protection. There was another incident. I did a movie called Enemy Territory as my second film. I played a gang leader. We shot that with Ray Parker Jr. and Jan Michael Vincent. And I didn't know this at the time, but we were like running through the streets and stuff with weapons, and there was danger, imminent danger, because the cops in East, you know, New York they come across the shooting, you know, who knows what would have happened. So, you know, it's not as easy as it looks, and that's what sometimes makes it exciting and more electric. So I was able to survive both things. And, you know, one thing that my work in Candyman has allowed me to do is to talk to different groups of people, and because for some reason everybody relates to the film. So it opens dialogue.
You had something else?
I saw you in an episode of Halloween Wars.
Halloween Wars.
It's on the Food Network.
Oh, yeah.
Cake Wars.
Halloween Wars.
Yeah.
Halloween Wars, yeah.
Yeah. What was it like filming that? 'Cause I only see an hour of it.
Yeah, you know, that hour takes a full day.
Yeah.
And you know, it's fun. I've been trying to propose to Ted, the producer of the show, that he needs to do a Halloween version of Chopped, which I would win. And he's been tabling it for years, but you know, that would be great. Like people like my friend Kane Hodder, maybe. I don't know, maybe Sid Haig. We need one more, a woman. But it would be great. So,
I hadn't seen this one. Were you there as a guest judge?
I was a
or
guest judge, yeah.
a
And it was,
competitor?
you know, they had these bizarre cake creations
Yeah.
that they made with stories behind it.
Neat.
It didn't taste as great as it looked on TV.
They never do that.
Delicioso. Top Chef is what I want to do.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. There's I see. I saw you in Destination when you played the Undertaker / Death, I guess.
Well,
so,
perhaps, or maybe an angel.
It never was stated. I like that part. It's always, you remind me of your voice. It's very unique to you. And I was always wondered, have you ever been compared to James Earl Jones or the deep?
James Earl Jones is my
voice?
mentor. We've done 3 films together. And the first time I met him, we did a film in Africa. We were there for 7 months in Nairobi, Kenya. As a matter of fact, I was watching a documentary last night on the relationship between cats and prey. And I remember one of the traditions in Africa when you're a young man at 15, the rite of passage is to be strapped to a tree after midnight to survive the night. Those,
Man, that's very Spartan.
Isn't that Spartan?
Yeah.
I wanted to do it, but the producers would allow me to. Plus, I was well over 15, and it didn't quite the same impact. However, I played a pilot in that, and I remember I had this crazy RAF, Royal Air Force, guy who was supposed to be flying the plane, who always had this flask at the seat. And the first time I'm in the plane, like, the producer's in the back, he says, "Oh, Tony, you might as well get used to it, take over the wheel." And I said, "What?" He says, "No, go ahead, I'm going to be busy for a second." So I said, he said, "No, this is the easy part, it's the landing and takeoff." Okay, so I got it. I look back over my producer, "How am I doing?" He says, "Watch the road." They were ashen. But going back to James Earl Jones, he played, I kept chasing after him because, the Great White Hope is just amazing, and Sounder and so many things, and Fences, the original Fences on Broadway. And I kept running after him, James, tell me something. He says, "How can I get my voice to be yours?" He says, "Practice." I wanted to be natural. He says, "There is no naturalism." Anyway, and we had 3 days off, and he was going off, and I said, James, where are you going?" He says, "Tony, what?" And I said, "Well, can I go?" He says, "Tony, I'm going off to see my griot." And I said, "Why can I come with you? I want to see my griot too." "You have to find your own griot." And I also got to work with Morgan Freeman on Lean On Me. So 2 great pillars of, how can we say, maturity in business. And I actually did Fences up at Rochester. Got great reviews. Yeah, it's a great. August Wilson has been one of my heroes, originating King Hedwig II, which is a fascinating play. When we did it, it was 3.5 hours. Imagine that.
Yeah.
8 shows a week, 3.5 hours. It's a workout.
It is.
That's why when the days off come,